No.
Come on, man.
He'll be back. I'll re-invite him. Let's keep it going.
You can't talk about weed when he...
Oh no, I said cheese, man. He just muted himself when he did that.
He did mute himself when he did that.
Like cheese.
My muting not work.
I didn't mean to do it.
So listening, you know this.
Maybe you got a whisper.
You guys hear me?
You got a whisper.
Yeah, you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? How did Dave mute himself? I like to know.
Are we starting?
Am I making noises?
Alright, we got other stuff to talk about, guys. Let's get to it.
Alright, we all started talking.
Night, okay.
Let's get on with it.
Who's night?
Yo, Preacher from Preacher Players here.
Hello, Polish Paul VR.
Just Polish VR?
Paul.
Oh, okay, good. I'm Dave from Dave Station VR. From America.
Jason, just a fan.
Hey guys, I'm Chris from Shookhead Gaming, Canada.
Oh, I'm Ryan from the Grid. Christopher
Canadian.
The Mortal Kombat 1.
Yes, he is also Canadian.
Did you guys
Australia. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we heard you. I'm AWOL Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm Nat from 7 Degrees of Gaming.
We're going to talk about E3 for PSVR.
Indeed we are. What
So
happened?
what do you guys want to start with?
Well, let's go through the games that got announced at PlayStation VR and our thoughts on them. We'll go through them in order. It's the easiest way. So the first one is Tetris Effect, which we kind of did discuss on the pre-E3 show, but I think we kind of all figured that there was going to be bigger games announced, and there wasn't really.
No, that's the biggest one for sure.
That was one of them. So.
Killer app, honestly.
It is a killer app, but
It's got duff music in it.
yeah, I mean, look, the game is going to be good. It's got Mizuguchi is heading it up, who obviously we know from Res Infinite, which was a superb game. It just really wasn't the game that kind of should have opened the show. A lot of you guys here on the pre-show thought, well, no, we're going to start small and go bigger. As I say, the problem is that we didn't. We started small and we kind of stayed small, if that. So I'm still a little bit disappointed in terms of the reveal. But when you look at the full lineup that got revealed, it just kind of showed that we were off to a bad start, and to be honest, it didn't really get any better as we moved on. In fact, it got worse in some respects. So that's my thought about Tetris Effect. I still think it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to buy it, but I think it kind of set the tone for how the E3 reveals eventually turned out. Lewis?
Yeah, obviously, was a little thrown back by that first reveal. I was like, that's the one, but okay. But then actually, I don't know, after watching the footage at E3 of Tetris, I don't think, I like Tetris, but damn, I just don't think I was still impressed by it after watching the footage. Even I don't know, maybe I'm just not I'm still a Tetris fan, but I just don't see the point of it being in VR. I don't see it. That's my take on Tetris. Please move on.
No, Dave?
I got about the exact opposite. When I saw that footage, I was like, oh, okay, it still looks like a solid Tetris game underneath all that Mizuguchi shimmer and stuff, but then it's got all that going, too. And, I don't know, I was impressed with what I saw. I think it's going to look great in VR. I'm looking forward to it. That's pretty much my take. I'm excited.
When I saw it, I think I did a massive facepalm and was like, oh my god, really? Tetris? I mean, I like Tetris, I've always liked Tetris, but when you actually watch the footage of this, it's still just Tetris. I mean, I had it in my mind when I first heard about Tetris, it was like, ooh, you've got to grab the blocks and rotate them around and shit like that.
Nah, nobody wants to do that shit.
Yeah, no, but why else, like Lewis said, why else put it in VR? I mean, what's the point? It's just Tetris.
Beautiful. It's going to be so immersive. Can you, get the idea of it being all around you, and it all reacts to what you do, so you're immersed in this world that everything you do in Tetris creates a response in the...
I just don't see the point, man. I'm with Preach on it. I mean, I think...
Have you played Area X on Res?
Yes, I have, and that was cool.
But put a Tetris inside that shit. You're good, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like putting just another way of Tetris.
Dude, I play Mortal Kombat in VR.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
yeah,
I'm
I would
talking
play
about,
Mortal Kombat in VR, yeah, for sure.
Everybody would. See,
Yeah.
that's a great example.
I'm just saying, like, Tetris has gone everywhere. There's so many different types of Tetris. Some of it, and not even called Tetris, but it's still Tetris.
You had your turn.
Shut up, Hammer. You got that shut up, Hammer, Lewis.
I'm
Where
done.
is the
I'm
shut
done.
up
We
hammer?
can
Hold
we
on.
can go to Paul now. I'm done.
Paul next.
We
Lewis.
Paul, yeah, I'm Paul next.
Is it me now? Me.
I got paddles.
Yeah,
Is that
you,
what happened?
Paul.
Right, well, when I saw it, for me it's like somebody said, Tetris is Tetris, so just Tetris. I'm probably gonna play it for visuals and music, but I still, not too excited about it. I'm gonna play it, it looks alright, but it's Tetris, which is Tetris.
We should ask what everybody's mom thinks. Like, if you said, hey,
My
Mom,
mom
what
don't
do you
give a
think
shit
about
about
playing
VR.
Farpoint? And then you're like, hey, Mom, you want to play Tetris? She'd be like, yeah, let's do that over Farpoint.
Yeah, my mum coming in his VR headset.
My mom loves VR. My mom loves
I can't
VR.
even get her. I can't even get her in the helmet.
When she comes
Put
to
her
my
in Tetris,
house,
man. She's
she
doing that shit in 2 seconds.
she plays Resident Evil and everything when she comes to my house.
She don't like video games. She don't even give a shit about Tetris. I don't know. That's just her, though.
She doesn't give a shit about I guarantee she's played it.
I swear to you, she does not.
Anyway,
Everybody have their turn, so.
Livinator, what's up?
Come on, Livinator.
Well, I mean, I'm with you guys. I'm not that excited about Tetris myself, but still, it's still one of the best-selling games ever. I mean, no matter what, no matter how you put it, it's still the best-selling game. So, I mean, to see what it's like in 3D, why not? I mean, hopefully it's not like a $40 game or something like that. Hopefully it's like a $10 game that'll make it at least digestible for most people out there.
I don't think they've priced a Tetris that high in a while. Like, the last Tetris I've seen are $20 or $30.
I was gonna say it's gonna be $30 at least.
Yeah, plus.
Yeah.
Well, Res was 20 when it came out, right? It was around that price.
Yeah.
Well,
But
$20
this is
US,
Tetris.
that is
Definitely
true.
gonna be some debate.
I'm serious, it's got clout.
That is true. Joe.
Are you done there? Alrighty.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so I grew up.
We get
I grew up with the
questions.
classic Game Boy.
in a minute we answer them. Wait, what? I was thinking I covered my mouth. Oh, that's shit.
Guys, Jesus.
I was saying, I grew up in the 80s, and so I had the original Game Boy with the pea suit green Tetris, and so for me, Tetris will always be associated with taking a shit. That's all Tetris will ever be, is sitting on the toilet and taking a shit and playing the Tetris music. And
So you gotta
Or
wait till
trying
the
to shit out
sockets
blocks
go,
of
and then
Tetris
you'll
in
be
the
good.
shape
Well,
and stack them on each other.
so the way I look at it, and I'm going to say this many times throughout this thing, is that I don't think Sony had a bad showing of PSVR. They just had a really fucked up way of the way that they organize it. I think Tetris in VR could be very cool. There's people who love Res and games like that. It's just, it needed to not be shown in the beginning like that. Like, why did they not put one of these bigger games at the front and just put Tetris on the show
What's
floor?
a bigger game, though, honestly? Like, Firewall might
What-
be bigger to us. but,
That
like,
one from
not to most
from
people,
software,
like-
I think that's the bigger game. They're saying like it's
Well,
eight
that would have been a
hours.
better option.
From Software is going to be good. That Déraciné or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it. Anybody French in here? No.
You're right,
Okay,
Déraciné.
Okay.
Canadian
so,
friends, maybe.
But the thing is, the stuff I've seen is people being
counts.
like, "Oh, well, it's not Dark Souls. What the fuck are you trying to do here? Like, I don't want to play in some little kid's school. I want to do Dark Souls." Oh, gamer tag's back.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, we all
back.
got
I
the same
don't feel
notification.
that way, but I think a lot of people will react.
Someone sent him an invite. Right, okay.
Yeah, we all did. I got him.
All right.
Okay, VR first.
Alright, I'm kind of with everybody else. It was underwhelming for sure. It's still underwhelming. I love Tetris.
I
Same
did
as Shug.
twice,
I
buddy.
grew up with Tetris. Same thing. And I could get on Tetris. I could play it online. Hopefully it's online. It better be online. If it is online, I would love to play online Tetris. But as far as the res stuff go, like I mean, I liked with a bunch of looking at stuff. And I just don't know how long that can really keep my interest, other than the fact that Tetris, which is a game I've loved for 30 years. So,
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
probably
good.
your interest for that reason.
You don't do it on
Well,
purpose.
I think he's having a seizure.
Was amazing too. I agree.
Something was amazing.
And that's how you live. That's how I do it. You guys.
That's how he do it.
Okay. Okay, so I think like Tetris is good, but I will pay $100 for it. You know what I mean?
Are you supposed to? I don't think it's going to cost $100 now.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
Sorry,
Griff.
when you're cutting out, mate, for me.
Yeah.
I-
Oh yeah, I was just saying Tetris is like it would be alright one like $100. I think that's a bit pricey for Tetris. 100 Tetris. How much will it be?
It would be a $60 game here, you're saying. It would be a $60 game in America if it would be $100.
I don't think it's going to be a $60.
If Tetris is full price, it's dead. It's dead on
It's
the right.
not going to be a
fuck
$60
that,
game.
dude. Come
They
on.
haven't
But
released
the
a
highest
Tetris
they can
game
go is
for
40.
anyone.
No, that's not
Sorry.
the price.
Sorry.
No.
They can't be that stupid.
I just think that last
Now
year's
for
reveals were much
seconds.
better. I'm sorry.
Well, they were still, I mean, we were in the early period where people had already been developing games, sitting on them for a while.
Developing period.
And you've got your, I don't know.
Did AWOL go?
Yeah, we still got AWOL and
I'm gonna let
Gamertag.
Gamertag go first. Gamertag,
Oh,
Yeah, man. Sorry.
what do you think about Tetris?
I can't wait. I think it's going to be brilliant.
You know,
Why was that? That's
Hit your
it.
triangle to stop. Hit your triangle to stop pointing your finger.
Sorry. Yeah, but,
Can you
okay.
start? Oh, wow.
There you go. Yeah, I just think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great game, and I think it's going to be awesome. And it's from the people who made Lumines. It's going to be cool.
Cool. AWOL?
Well excited.
All right, we're back here.
I feel that 90% of the VR games in my library are piles of shit, and I think Tetris is a game that I'm gonna fucking play often. So I'm happy
right.
about it.
Well, there you go.
I put it above almost every VR game I own, and I own, like you guys, damn near all of them. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be right there with my Beat Saber, and soon hopefully that 0 Hour game. That'll be the other game I'm playing a lot. But yeah, I'll be playing the fuck out of some Tetris. I'm excited.
I do apologise. Have we just covered one game so far? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's where we're at,
Cool.
Chris.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we covered one game.
Cool.
Well,
We're going through each E3 reveal game and what we're thinking about
Definitely.
each one.
How many is
So,
it? 13 games?
Are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk about E3 as a
quite a
whole?
few games.
we will once we've gone through
Yeah.
all the games and our thoughts on
I
it.
just wanted to know. Okay, okay. We all have our
It's like
piece to say about
73
E3 as a
million
whole.
I found.
Okay, so the next thing is, or the next game that was revealed was Ghost Giant. I like the look of this game. Again, I don't think it's going to sell any headsets, but I liked Moss. And this kind of reminds me of Moss, but maybe with a little bit more interactivity. From what I can tell, you don't actually control the little dude that runs around. You just literally control the world around him, which is a little bit different from Moss. But again, if they price that game correctly, I think it's a nice little game, and the team behind it. Is it Zoink Games? They're a pretty good developer, so I'm positive about that one. I think that's a nice mid-tier title. That's the sort of game I would have expected to be revealed in between. Sort of, if you're revealing 3 PSVR games, one of them that would be revealed, I would kind of expect to be something like Ghost Giant.
Just have to tell my subscribers.
So again, I don't think it's going to be this uber amazing game. I might be wrong. I didn't think Moss was going to be as good as it was. I just thought it was going to be a very good game, and in fact, I thought that was amazing.
Make it easier.
What was going
I'm
on?
so sorry.
So anyway, Lewis, it's up to you.
Shouting in the corner. Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get his mic fixed.
No, his subscribers were acting a fool. He said,
Okay.
for Ghost Giant, man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see when that one comes out, because it was kind of like Moss for me, where I wasn't too excited about just a mouse and puzzles and shit. But
Oh
I
my God.
I ended up liking the game more than I thought. So we'll see when that one comes out. I'm curious about it, to say the least.
Cool.
I'm
I
good.
like the look of it. I haven't actually watched that much about Ghost Giant, to be totally honest. Some of the other games that came out.
Yeah, they didn't show that much, to be honest.
I get the basic concept and I like the art style, but I don't really know what to say beyond that. I have no real expectation or anything one way or the other. I'm sure it'll be solid, decent. See.
Sorry.
Cool. Preacher?
I'm kind of similar. I'm kind of similar because I looked at the footage and it looked quite nice. It looked quite cool, but I don't know. It didn't sell me. Like Moss was like an instant ooh, wow, I want to play that. That looks really cool. Whereas this, the character basically annoyed and pissed me off within the first 30 seconds of the trailer. It was just the most annoying little shit I've ever seen. And I was like, I don't know if I can put up with that if it's like that all the way through. If it's just like that at the beginning when it's like, oh my god, there's a big giant. Okay, I can put up with it, but it depends on how annoying that character is throughout the whole game. But I don't know. I need to see more. I need to see more before I can make any decision. That's me done.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, same. I think it looks graphically really good, but I personally don't know that much, to be honest. It was one of those games. I saw it. I watched the trailer. I thought, yeah, I'll check it out later on. But at the time, I actually, honest, it wasn't on my radar, to be honest. It's just one of those games. You know what I mean? It looked fine. Moss, I thought looked excellent straight away. Little geezer, got shield, sword, going on an adventure. I like the look of that straight away. But this game, I don't know. I'll wait and see. Who's barking?
Sorry, that's my dog.
That's
like Creature's house.
My cat's going
I'm sorry, Polish.
Right, I like this game. I like the look of it, but it's, you know, I like this them types of games.
Barking at you, I was like, damn, that's pretty.
I'm sorry,
Paul's trying to talk. Yeah, come on.
Right, yeah, I like this game. I like the look of it. I like third-person games in VR, so it's something I'm definitely looking forward to, and I want to see more of it. But that's it for me.
Jason? Over there?
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I liked Moss. I love the demo of Moss. I didn't actually play the game, and I know it's a shame on me for not doing that because everybody loves
We're
it.
gonna shame you
And
out
I
of the
want.
room right now.
Yeah, we are going to shame you.
Kick him.
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer on a budget, so I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it. Hey, sorry, man. Matt invited me, but like I said, it's an honor to be here anyways with you guys. Because like I said, I'm just a fan. I'm not here for anything. I'm just here to support all you guys.
That's great, dude.
Try to raise
Jason is amazing.
for people out there, get them pumped up because I know a lot of people.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
man. Thanks.
So maybe each time we'll have a different, you know,
Yeah,
like
like I
a
said,
special fan guest or something, you know. So.
like I said, Lewis, I know I'm sorry. Like I said, I wanted to interject positivity last week. That was my only goal. And sorry for doing it the way I did. I wasn't trying to be a jerk, dude.
It's Shughead's turn.
Shughead? Yeah.
I think it looks great. I actually don't think we've seen gameplay footage of it, to be honest. I don't, unless they had that playing on the show floor, it almost looked a little bit too slick.
What is happening?
He's very excited.
Just came in his pants or something? Anyway.
That's what we originally intended to do, but we're not standing in the center, I guess.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think this audio's okay.
Oh,
So I was just gonna- We're good?
I'm
All right.
trying
So
to
I was-
lean in
Yeah,
so you can
go
hear
on,
everybody.
go on.
I was just saying that I don't know if we saw final gameplay footage on that or even gameplay footage at all. It looks cool. I can't help. I saw a meme thrown up there about this being PSVR's millennial mascot, and you can't help but think that it's like you've got Moss, which is like got a sword and she takes care of business and she's independent, and then or not Moss but Quill, and then all of a sudden you've got this. Whatever they're calling it, and it's crying all the time, and it needs your help, and it's scared of everything. I don't know. We'll see.
Buy me a house.
We will see.
I love that.
She's a survivor. All right, I'm gonna stop.
It's VR Grid.
Pull that.
VR Grid.
VR Grid.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Your thoughts?
You don't like
I love Moss. Moss is still so far my game of the year, and this looks like a weaker version of Moss.
A different game.
Yeah, the lead character is definitely a little bit whiny, so just because of that, it looks like it might be geared a little more towards a younger audience, which kind of worries me. And also,
I play it.
Is it an hour or two? Well, I mean, I play everything, and I mean, I don't think it's gonna be bad. It looks solid. It looks well polished. It looks good. I just don't know if it's quite the direction I would like to go with those platformer type games. But
Excuse me, sorry.
it should be okay.
No, I should be muting myself when I do that. Surfing, what do you think of Ghost Giant?
I really like Moss. Man. You know what? Moss is getting an update very soon.
Yep.
Some new
No, it's got its update.
enhancements for the Pro and stuff. I did.
Yeah, it already came out.
Oh yeah, it looks great. It looks awesome now.
It only got it 2 days
When I
ago.
get back into that,
12.
for sure.
The 12.
I think it'll be nice.
Yeah, it's a great game, actually.
I know
She
about
is
the
a
other
little
one, though.
badass.
I really don't know how to play it, to be honest. It doesn't look. It just looks good. Looking at
I think the name.
More
What's the
like as well, I think.
what's the name of the main character of Ghost Giant? Is it
Is there a name?
was it Lewis?
Lewis, you see what? Yeah, it is. But it's spelled
It's Lewis, right? Right.
This is
Okay.
why I
It's fine.
said we need a muzzle for you, by the way.
Hey, I asked a question. I didn't have an opinion.
I've got a comment from somebody in my stream who said
What's that?
actually looks pretty good.
Calm
And
down.
we're
I will snatch that beard off his face one of these days.
What about you,
You
AWOL?
can hear me anyway.
Me, I saw that trailer and couldn't give two. I give no fucks about it. I think that stupid ass character's a pussy. But if it's fun, if it's fun, then I will. When I play it, but right now it looks like a.
How did you guys feel about Along
character.
Together? Because I feel like the kid wasn't a badass in that, and you're just like, man, what a little bitch of a little character. Jeez, what a little bitch. And I'm like,
but I wasn't crying the whole time.
Along Together is totally helpless, and they start the game crying under a tree.
I like Along Together. Yeah. That last puzzle was hard.
Just because they showed a little bit of a crying cat.
I gotta finish that game too. I like the puzzles in that game.
Come on. Let him have his say.
We're not talking about Along Together.
Someone want to kick that guy?
That was my first impression of that game. It could be fun.
That was Dave's fault.
It could be totally a blast. I'm hoping the game mechanics, and I start to care about the character, because everybody keeps comparing it to Moss. If I care about this little pussy, then it'll be fun. I mean, I'm not hating on it. That was my impression on it. I might fall in love with the little bastard and recommend it to everybody. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Just to have one more thing, it is actually going to be a puzzle game. So when you mentioned Along Together, I think Dave's touching there. I think he's right. Those characters were crying, but the game was brilliant. It was a brilliant game.
Crying feels good.
That's what I'm saying. If the game works and it's fun, then. But when you look at it, it's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, if I didn't have to pay it for my channel, I would totally wait on you fuckers to tell me some shit. Like, that's where I feel.
Oh, dude. I love you,
That's
bro.
what we're good for, I guess.
Okay, right.
That's our job.
So we're good. We're just about to move on to Beat Saber, but since you guys want me to be a moderator, I'm going to bring up 2 quick points. First of all, if you want to say a game's shit and you really don't like the look of it, say it, because I'm about to say it, trust me. Secondly, Seraphim, I've noticed when he's talking, if any of us start talking, his voice starts breaking up. It's like the stream takes a bit of away from Seraphim. So all I'd ask is, while Seraphim's talking, please no one talk. Let him say his piece, because I say he's got the worst internet out of all of us, and I really want to hear what he's got to say. So,
solid, bro.
There's just
Sorry, Seraphim.
So,
sorry.
I think Paul too, to be honest, right? No, they got the same internet.
Yeah, I got cheap internet as well. Yeah.
Share all the time.
We're sharing.
Aren't Southern Australia like right next to each other anyways, right?
I'm pretty sure their internet is the same wire going to.
It's a wire, yeah. They're sharing a 14.4 modem.
So let's get on with the next. So the next one is Beat Saber, and like I say, I'm gonna say what I said just a second ago. I don't give a shit. I couldn't give 2 fucks about Beat Saber. I really don't care.
You hurt my ears.
No, we're about to come down way different this shit, man.
Louis, let him talk. Hold him back.
I do not care about that game. Now hold on a second. I'm not disputing that the game is a very good game, but it's a rhythm game. I hate rhythm games. Can't stand goddamn rhythm games.
Get with the show.
You are so biased.
Get with the show.
About Beat Saber.
You need to listen to
So when Beat Saber came out, I was
didn't
just
give a fuck about Moss.
there was 2 things I was thinking.
Guys,
hold
let
on.
him talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, lads, come on.
When they announced Beat Saber and I was doing my live stream, it was I was just like, no, I know a lot of people are going to be happy about it, but you know what? Fuck this game. I wanted Firewall. That's the game. You know, if you're going to show 3 games prior to E3, you know, because I was a bit concerned that we weren't going to get games in the show, which happened to be true. And it was like, I want Firewall. Give me a shooter. Give me one shooter. Hell, if they'd have put out Megalith or if they'd have put out Evasion as the 3rd game, I'd have been more than happy. But yeah, when it came out that it was Beat Saber, it was like, couldn't give a 2 shits about this. Ain't buying the game. Don't care about it. Fine for the people that do want it. I don't care. And trust me, from my comment section, it is literally a 50% split. 50% people agree with me, don't give a flying fuck about the game. 50% are like, you are a fucking stupid bastard. That game is the greatest. And if you're PSVR Frank, you're going, this goddamn game's going to sell PSVR headsets. It's like, in what fucking universe is that going to sell PSVR headsets? As part of a portfolio, it does. The game by itself, no.
So many
that is my point on it.
Hold it.
What you're saying to have, and now it's Lewis.
Hold it down.
Tell me
Go,
another
Lewis.
arsehole. Go on, Lewis.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I am super excited for Beat Saber. I cannot wait for that game. I have so many people that I know that don't even play VR. They see a clip on Facebook or something like, "Do you have that game? I need to play that game." I cannot wait for this game. I love music so much. The every clip I watch, everything I see about that game is just getting me more and more excited. I can't watch enough of it. I can't wait to actually play it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've loved rhythm games forever. So I'm coming from a way different place. Like, I was in middle school, I was in the fucking arcade getting my Dance Dance Revolution on, like, every fucking weekend. So, like, I don't know. Like, I am really excited about this. And the thing to me is that it immediately became the highest rated game on Steam. Like, as soon as it came out. Everybody was like, this is just incredible. And beyond that, you've also got all those YouTube videos, like Lewis mentioned, with millions of views, where they're in the Live Cube or whatever, the LIV Cube, and you can see them in the game. When somebody doesn't know that much about VR and they see Beat Saber in that fucking format, they're like, whoa, holy shit, this looks incredible. I'm a Jedi, and I'm such a badass, and the beats are coming, and I'm just slicing them, and it just looks so impressive. And I feel like it, you know, honestly, you're giving Frank shit for saying it's a system seller. I don't think it's not. I mean, like, if I didn't have one and I had a PS4 and I saw that shit, I'd be like, it's about VR time. Like, I got to get my PSVR on. So, I don't know. I'm really excited to see that. I'm really excited.
Preacher?
High five, Dave.
I have, I've got a couple of points, right? The first one is, when I first saw the trailer for Beat Saber, I was like, holy fucking shit, that looks awesome. That looks absolutely just like the best thing ever. I could not wait to play it. And I still can't wait to play it because we don't have it yet. But I just cannot wait to play it. It looks amazing. It really does. Every video I've watched, I've got mates at work that have got Vives, and they've been playing it, and they've been telling me how awesome it is. I'm jealous. However, over playing it, I do kind of agree a little bit with Nat that I don't know if it's a full-on system seller for me. Like, if I was to guess, I would say no. But I do have friends that I've shown it to, and they've instantly went, oh my god, that looks amazing. So it's that effect of like, oh my god, it's amazing. And that might just be enough to get people to put the money down and purchase the game based on it. But I would also say that he's also right that I would have seen a firewall on, maybe not in place of Beat Saber, but in place of the Millennial Mouse thing, you know, the Ghost Giant. Let's replace that with Beat Saber and let's get Firewall in. That's what I would say.
I don't mean to interrupt, but, like, aren't we talking about E3 in general? Because, like, so they covered a lot of Firewall. If you watch, there's, like, a whole 30-minute in-depth thing about Firewall. Later. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, why do they need to reveal games that have already been revealed in the lead-up to it? We didn't know for sure Beat Saber was... No, they hadn't already said... They hadn't said already for sure.
Beat Saber had been confirmed.
Maybe the devs said it, but Sony didn't shout it from the fucking rooftop.
The developer had come out and said it's coming to PlayStation VR.
Okay, maybe if they said it on their Twitter, that's one thing, but like...
I don't think it was well communicated, though, that it was coming out.
That's what I'm saying. That was a reveal. It was a reveal. Whereas we knew all about Firewall, we knew it was coming, and we learned a ton about it. So I feel like it would have been a waste to put it at the beginning because it's like something we already know about. We're going to get more info later. Anyways, I'm done. Sorry, keep going.
No, but it's not the case. It's not the case of putting it at the beginning. Putting it at the beginning just gets it into more people's eyes, like more people seeing it straight off the bat instead of having to like video it. Yeah. Anyway, we can move on. Go on.
Yeah, man. Lightsabers, music, love it. And I do think it will sell systems because I remember people getting Guitar Hero, putting out a lot of money to get the guitar as well. I think people will buy a system. I'm not saying loads of people, but I do think it is a system attracting game. I do. So, yeah. Over to you, Polish.
Right, so I'm not the biggest fan of rhythmic game, but when I play one, I like it to be good. And on PSVR, I played that, what was this game? Audio Beats, and that was shit, yeah. And that Happy Drummer, and that was bullshit as well. So, and Beat Saber looks like proper, it looks like a Guitar Hero in VR, I would say, with sabers. So I will play it, yeah.
Or Jason?
Oh, Jason. Yeah, I'm excited for Beat Saber. I like anything exercise or anything Star Wars related at that. So I think alone with that, even people that weren't interested in VR are going to be interested in VR, like all you guys are saying it too as well. Like,
Just
I've
to
got a
add to
lot of
that,
friends that don't have it, and they ask just for that. When's that coming out? Because that's when I'll probably end up buying a headset. So it's a good valid point from all you guys.
That's another thing as well. It's not just a rhythm game. People will see it as an exercise game. So
and a Jedi game too. That might
The guy I
Lightsaber
watch on
guy.
YouTube sweats constantly.
Shug?
Maybe that's just a him problem.
All right.
It is.
Mark my words. This is a system seller, and I'll tell you why. Let me just say. Let's go back to my. Just to give you a bit of quick background. I'm a huge Rock Band whore. I mean, I still have Rock Band nights with friends. Like we have. I've got like 500 downloadable songs. I got the Pro Drum Kit. I got a mic stand. I even got fake tattoos I put on for my Rock Band nights. But what I'm saying is like that Rock Band set was like $400 or $500 in Canada, and people bought that shit like crazy for the whole kit. So, they spent $400 on instruments. This might actually be the gateway drug that gets people to buy a $300 or $400 PSVR system. Because the other thing is, and this is my other point, is that I know for me, one of the things I like almost more than playing my VR is watching people play my VR and having friends and family and just throwing them in. And this game is like
nobody
the
touches my
ultimate.
headset.
This is except your mom.
Ultimate party game. Ultimate party game.
This is the game. Like, put someone in there, play a song, get out, play it, and then like you guys. And then Star Wars. I mean, it's Star Wars in a rhythm game, and as long as they can get the so that we can add in songs, fuck yeah.
Yeah, songs. I was just gonna ask. Yes, we can add songs.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna. Are you
Go
done,
ahead,
Chuck?
man. I'm done.
I was just going to say the same thing. Beat Saber, I think leading with Beat Saber would have been a really good idea because it was known but not widely known. It would have been a really good, big, like, this is coming to PSVR as opposed to Tetris, which I think is still good and should be in there. But Beat Saber would have been a good first start. The problem with Beat Saber is the track list. And that's exactly what I said is right now, to import tracks on Steam, it uses a third-party system. It's not actually built by the Beat Saber guys. And so that's why you're seeing these 150 or 1,500 different tracks been made.
Yeah,
That's not actually Beat Saber's thing. That's a separate program. So I don't know where they're going to fall on that. And if you can't import your own songs, then it's going to need a big library. And then we start talking about licensing and how much it's going to cost. I do think this is going to sell systems.
Original music? Don't they get original music for a lot of this stuff? Not licensed.
I actually don't know a ton about Beat Saber.
Yeah, they do.
I think they do. I think it's original
They
music.
do.
Yeah, it's a dude. I follow him on YouTube. He makes music for them and some good tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of unlicensed, licensed stuff. Like Rock Band on PC used to have it, so people would they would map their own tabs and then throw it in there, right?
It's
people are doing that.
really access on PC, right? So we can't really say what the features are going to be like on PSVR because it's not even done on PC. So
That's true. And
what do you think it had like a sing store to go with it? I can't see that, but it'd be cool if it did.
And yeah, just to end my little thing, I do think I was actually when they announced it, I was on the fence about whether it'd be a system seller. I'm not a rhythm game guy myself. I don't hate them by any stretch, but they don't really hold my interest very long. One, because I'm not very good at them, and two, because I'm not very good at them. But this everybody I know, everyone I like, if you have Facebook. If you saw Beat Saber, you were impressed with Beat Saber. I've met one person people who even play VR, who are just like, that game looks amazing. Like people, I'm like, I laugh and like, have you played that Beat Saber game? I'm like, who are you? You're my aunt. Like, you don't even watch television. How do you know about this game? Everybody knows about Beat Saber, and everybody is impressed by Beat Saber. So I think it is going to sell systems.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, because where can I play this? Well, it's probably going to be in someone's living room on a PSVR.
It's like, when can I play that game? Does it come out yet? Did it come out yet?
I know everyone's going to be around my house as soon as it comes out. Definitely.
Totally.
Okay, yeah, I'll come around. Right, so
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it would be good for our health.
Definitely.
Yeah, Tetris also, I think, wouldn't be a system, so I was just thinking logically, like, I wouldn't pay $900 just to play Tetris, but I would pay that much to play Beat Saber because I'm an idiot.
Cool.
I'd love to play that.
Cool.
And Ace Combat 7, let's talk about that. No, next time.
Just kidding.
I don't know where it is.
Alright, AWOL.
AWOL.
I got over 20 hours into Beat Saber on my Rift.
Yes, sir.
And like Shughead, I was a junkie for Guitar Hero, bought all the Rock bands. I actually play real music, and the cool thing about these games that are good rhythm games, like this game is, Beat Saber, I can sit there with someone with no musical talent and have a blast with them, and actually they can win, even though they can't actually play shit. And it transfers that into VR in a way where I come home from work and play it to relax. It handles great. It feels so good to hit these notes. Like, you actually feel like you're doing something. You're making the music just like a Rock Band game. And for people that like that, and there was a huge, huge following for these plastic fucking instruments, people can totally now buy a PSVR for $250 and freaking they're in, you know, and they can buy those things. That community's still there, even though Harmonix got out of it. This is a stellar game. It's one of the best VR games I've ever played. I love it. Your wife will love it. Your kids will love it. Your grandmother can even play it, man. It's fucking fun. It's a blast. And when you guys get your hands on it, you will agree, whether you hate on it or not. Nat might not, because he hates fucking moving for shit. But you guys are going to like it. You guys are going to like it.
Yeah,
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Hey, well, wins.
So the bottom line here then is that if this doesn't sell systems, Nat can rub it in all of our faces. Is basically how that boils down.
I'm not saying it's gonna sell systems. It's gonna sell a few. I guarantee it. If I wasn't somebody into VR and this came out and I got my hands, I got to try it. That's the key. If somebody gets to try this that likes those games, they will go out and buy a PSVR if they own a PS4. Because they're gonna love it. They're gonna like it that much, and go, holy shit, I can play this cool shit again. And that's not everyone. I know everybody doesn't agree with that, but I mean, that's rhythm games, man. People love that shit. And this game has
music,
it has
baby, music.
It does. It ticks all the boxes. It's fun. Oh my god, I love it.
Everywhere you go, you see people with headphones on listening to music, man. It's all people love music.
I just want to bring up one point before we move on. The VR Grid just quickly said where he said, "Oh, now rub it in everybody's faces." Trust me, I love to be proven wrong. When Frank came out and said Fallout 4 was coming to PlayStation VR because he saw it in a little brochure, and I came out and said, no, can't happen, not going to happen, it doesn't make any sense. Everyone gave me a load of shit, load of hate. I just went a viewpoint of logic rather than want, and it's virtually been proven right. But I would have loved for it to be for me to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody would have turned around and said, "Ha ha, we told you Fallout 4 is a great game and it's come to PlayStation VR." Because you know what? It would have meant I got Fallout 4 and I would have been more than happy. If
everyone
Saber
benefits,
explodes and it does sell PlayStation VR headsets, I will be so glad to be proven wrong.
Me too.
The reason I don't think it does sell system headsets, and I completely understand what Shughead and I completely understand what I was saying about Guitar Hero and Rock Band, that they were insane. People were spending hundreds of dollars on the music. There's two things about those games. One, those games are dead. No one wants to play them. The companies have tried. Activision tried to redo it. If you actually look at Guitar Hero Live was a better financial proposition than Guitar Hero had ever been in the past. Guitar Hero Live did not sell, neither did Rock Band. And the second thing is the music library. That is the concern, because I can't remember if the music library can be imported into Beat Saber on PC. What is going to be the music library that's going to be coming to PlayStation VR? Because there is no way in God's green earth that Sony are going to allow that.
Really? I think that's true, because you can import your own songs in Harmonix Music, and that was a launch title. I think there's a reason Sony.
No, but this isn't the indies are not going to have Sony behind them.
Harmonix a bit. Harmonix was a big company. Not an indie.
One
Disco got shat out. One dude.
What the songs that but it's Beat Saber. It would be allow me to bring Paranoid by Black Sabbath into the line play.
But what I'm saying is, if you're not trying to stream it, why the hell not, man? Like, what's the reason? If I can do that in Harmonix Music,
I hope it does.
Music.
Oh, well, there is one thing. There is one thing. The issue might lie with what Nat's talking about, though, is that one of the big things on the PC version is that people import the songs and they share them. It's the sharing that I don't think Sony would like, because if you don't own the song yourself in order to import it, then that
just
could
throw
be
it on an
issue.
MP3 stick, man. Throw it on an MP3 stick like every
but then you've got to do the work yourself, and nobody likes to doing work files, they would rather just go to a thing, download it, and put it straight on the thing, which is what they do on the PC. But you can't do that on the, well, you probably won't be able to do that on the PSVR version because of licensing issues. Because you'd be stealing music, essentially.
One thing
It'd be a waste. It'd be a waste if they don't let you
hold
import
on.
music.
I think I get what Preach is saying. Because it happens the same way that the guys build the level, and I download it. Like, it doesn't just magically happen. Somebody actually has to build it. So you would have to download it. You would have to download it through Sony, like something that Preacher did, so he could share it with you, which would technically, well, not technically, it's flat illegal.
Okay, so my take on that, I didn't realize it didn't auto-create a track based on the beats or something. So if that's
what I was
going
to
to
say.
There is no way they will let you. Absolutely no way. Yeah, so that's the table for. Yeah, never mind.
That's the problem.
If you put it on an MP3 stick and analyzes it, that's a different thing. And if they come up with a way to do that for PSVR, that would be great.
Well, and like you
But
said,
we'll see.
Dave, it's still in early access, so they
it's
might
early
be
access.
working on that themselves, and when they've released the full game, it might have the create your own custom track algorithm, and then it's a non-issue. But as of right
But
now,
guys-
it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Can I just jump in here quickly?
It's still early access on
Yeah,
PC.
go on, just say it.
Oculus, it still says early. They're still adding things.
Shout!
So
I think
Someone wants to say something.
Right, Shug?
One thing quickly.
Shout.
I was going to say, if I'm this developer and I'm looking at Rock Band and Guitar Hero and I'm looking at that as
Beat
a
Saber.
profit model going, yeah, I'm looking at Beat Saber and I'm going, okay, for console users, we're going to license tracks and we're going to release them as DLC. That's how you do it. And you sell
Like
them.
SingStar.
Because they'd be
Exactly like
stupid not
SingStar.
to.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Every month, roll out a pack of 4,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they have continued
Why? Why would you
sales
let them
models.
sell?
It's crazy
Because
that
the
PC's not doing that yet.
If you think
Honestly,
about it,
yeah.
the reason why it's blown up on
Because-
PC is because everybody's getting all these songs for free. As soon as you
Yeah,
say
but-
you want £5 for 4 songs, 10 quid for 20 songs, then
I think for
PSVR users
SingStar,
will pay hundreds.
It's still going to blow up.
I'd pay
How
for
big
it.
was SingStar?
People are like
I'll just
attaching their
say-
move controllers to make a staff and shit.
Anyway, it's 10 to 11. Should we move on? Should we move on?
It may not
Should we
sell
move on?
headsets, but I guarantee you this: it's gonna sell like fucking hotcakes. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
I know I'm not banned, by the way, so...
Let's move on to other game. Next game.
Yeah, right, we've got to get on. Right, now I'm going to put the Bethesda games all in one fell
Yes,
swoop here
Wolfenstein.
because
I can't come.
Use your turn buttons. Use your turn buttons, Polish Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Just turn around, man.
I can't.
Right,
I'm pinned against wall.
right, so
I'm sorry, I can't hear that.
can't you?
I can hear you now. No.
Okay, Bethesda unveiled 3 VR games. Only one of them has been confirmed to be coming to PlayStation VR. So the first thing that they unveiled was the Prey DLC, which why they wouldn't bring that to PlayStation VR, I have no idea, because Prey obviously came to PS4. But I cannot get an answer. I cannot find it anywhere saying that it's coming to PlayStation VR. I've even tweeted to the developer saying, for the love of God, please tell me PlayStation VR. We've got Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot, and
Can't
initially
wait.
when I heard it, I was like, well, I want a Wolfenstein game, just like I wanted a Doom game last year. The Cyber Pilot part of it did concern me, and then when I saw the trailer, I was just like, oh shit, what a load of crap, this is going to be boring as hell, and I know Paul's going to disagree with me.
I am.
But I was just like,
So am
I
I.
do not want to hack a Panzerhound and run around as a robot doggy setting Nazis on fire. I want to walk around as BJ Blazkowicz or his daughters from this new upcoming expansion that they're going to do, with guns in my hands, literally blowing shit out of the Nazis. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
want
Nat,
to do.
Never been a robot dog running around.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant. I don't want to put it down before I've done it.
If it was a game where the usual game was you're a robot dog going around doing stuff, that's fine. Just don't put the Wolfenstein name on it. If it's Wolfenstein, just like Doom last year, it's got to be first-person shooters.
It's Doggenstein.
No, you can play as different machines as well, and there is some shooting, like first-person shooting as well. It's not only being in that dog. Somebody, I think VR Focus had hands-on on it. But anyway.
What I wanted, mate. And the last one was obviously Elder Scrolls Blades, which actually for me is the most concerning. I can let Prey go.
I was saying Wolfenstein will be awesome.
That's talking. That's talking.
Elder Scrolls Blades, when he was actually going through, it's coming to this, it's coming to this, it's coming to mobile VR, and then he said, and it's coming to high-end VR, and then there was a pause of about 3 seconds, and then he quickly said PC. I do not think this is coming to PlayStation
That makes
VR.
politically
If that
correct.
actually, if actually through, that is absolutely disgusting on Bethesda's part. And if the problem is with Sony, Bethesda needs to say, we wanted to bring it to PlayStation VR, we couldn't do because of Sony. But if it's Bethesda's decision, if they're bringing it on every goddamn VR headset and they do not bring it on PlayStation VR, that is literally a slap in the face of all of us that brought Skyrim or all of us that brought Doom VFR, because we supported them and they ain't supporting us back this year. So that's my thoughts on that. So, but anyway, that's my thoughts on the Bethesda game.
What we talking about Bethesda? Like I said, the cell phone one, I'm kind of like whatever. If it comes to PSVR, cool. If it doesn't, whatever.
What?
Blades. Yeah, Blades. The Wolfenstein, I agree with Nat. I can give a shit about robot dogs and whatever. I want first person. I want a first person shooter, you know, just like Wolfenstein. And the other one, what was the other one? Prey. So we know nothing about Prey, but we'll see. Hopefully that'll be a first person shooter.
We know a little bit about Prey. It's not a first person shooter.
What is it?
There's like there's an escape room version. And then there's another one that I think is competitive, where somebody is like hiding, because you know in Prey there's like aliens hiding in desk chairs and shit.
Well,
that.
the
It's
whole
almost like
Bethesda,
shooting hide and seek or something like that. I don't know.
the whole Bethesda thing was shit for me, so I can care less about what the hell Bethesda had to say this time.
Dave?
I'm excited about Wolfenstein. I like everything they've done with Wolfenstein recently, and I like everything they've done with Doom recently, and I can't see any reason why... I don't see any reason why Doom and Wolfenstein and fucking Skyrim and everything can't just keep coming out great. Because I really like Doom VFR. A lot of people gave it shit, but if you play with a DualShock 4, that is Doom in VR, man. That's pretty fucking solid. And so I think even if it's not a first-person shooter, I think they're going to come up with something interesting. And like the only things that we have on VR so far from Bethesda on PSVR are solid. You can't really say anything about, like Skyrim VR. That's a system seller right now. And like VR is in a bundle. It's in a bundle with everybody. So like, I'm looking forward to those for sure. I don't know what's going to end up here. I think Blades probably will. The one thing you were saying about Sony blocking stuff is maybe it won't be cross-platform, but it will still come. I don't think there's any reason why it wouldn't show up here, because they've shown that they're willing to put Skyrim on this first exclusive.
Yeah,
so
that is a
Oculus
big deal.
has some kind of exclusive where we can't get it for 6 months to counteract that. Like, I think we're getting it for sure. As far as the Prey thing, I would assume the same, but I don't know, like, how that's going to pan out. But at least I'm looking forward to Wolfenstein. And it's going to be like $20 or $30, right? It's like $20 on Amazon right now.
Yeah, that's
right. You can pre-order it already, yeah. So, all right, that's my 2 cents. Preach.
As far as Blades goes, I didn't really give that much of a crap about it to even look at it or research about it. I just didn't care. Prey, I've never even played the actual 2D flat version of the game. Didn't look like my kind of thing, but from what I gather of the description, it sounds a bit like Gary's Mod's Prop Hunt, where you just look and find props and then they turn into aliens or something. I don't know if multiplayer or not. I don't know. It might be quite cool though.
I think one of the modes is multiplayer.
Yeah, if Seraphim was like a pot plant or something like that'd be quite funny. But as far as the Wolfenstein goes, I was in the same camp as Nat. It was like I found that trailer, I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, it's a dog. That's not what I want. I want the gore right up in front of my face. I want to be blasting somebody right in the face to see his eyeball like fly out or something like that. So cool. But I'm not bothered about a dog or any hacking of robots. It sounds gimmicky. It sounds gimmicky to me. That's it for me.
Cool. 360, I thought it was fantastic. I played the demo of the new one, didn't particularly get on with it, so I'm not really particularly bothered about Blades. When it comes to Wolfenstein, yeah, I'm very excited. It's id Software, it's Bethesda. I know they're one now, and they do amazing games. I thought Doom VFR was absolutely fantastic, and I know it's in a robot dog. I got to admit, I was a little bit disappointed. It wasn't a full first-person shooter, but I still think it is going to be incredible. What about you, Polish?
Wolfenstein, yes. By the way. It's machine guns.
I cannot wait for Wolfenstein. I really cannot wait to see that world of Wolfenstein in VR. That's the main thing I probably gonna buy it for. But I think even though you not play as BJ, But you still, in Doom VFR you didn't play as Doom guy, and it's still been great game. So I think, playing as the machines, hacking different machines, I'm sure they're gonna work out so good mechanics, what feels great. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. What was next? Blades. It's a free-to-play game, so it's probably loads of grinding and like microtransactions. So I don't know if I care that much about that one. And Prey, I never played it, but I probably buy it for VR to play online a bit.
Cool. Jason?
Yeah, the Wolfenstein, I was hoping we would get something as a shooter there too as well. But I don't know, it could be interesting, and if we twist their arm enough, maybe they'll give us a little something extra. Maybe they'll do something for us, even if it's like an over-the-shoulder kind of one, or even like a little third person running around on there. I'm good with that too. But of course, we'd all love that first-person experience. But Prey, I really liked. I played Prey first on the PC, and it's interesting. I mean, it's just what they did with it, the graphics, the sounds. They did a lot of different trippy, twisted stuff in there. It's too much for me to remember right now, but I mean, I love that series, so I can see them doing something good for us in VR with this.
Cool.
I know it doesn't sound like that much, but I'm sure it'll be good. Chug.
I played the crap out of Prey, actually, and Prey played like, once you got past the first hour, it was like Bioshock meets Half-Life 2, and it was fucking great. So if you guys haven't played it,
incredible.
it was one of the first, it was one of the few flat-screen games that blew my mind last year. So if they do something in VR and we get it, absolutely fuck yeah. When I heard that Blades was a mobile game, I pretty much checked out immediately, so I don't give a shit about that.
You guys know Along Together was a mobile game first.
Yeah, a lot of PSVR games are mobile games. Too many of them.
But when I think like Elder Scrolls and then I hear mobile game, I start thinking of like Fallout Shelter, and I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of mobile ports now. We've got too many of them on PSVR.
Yeah.
It's a premium headset giving premium games.
As far as Cyberpilot goes, I watched the trailer for Cyberpilot, and I mean, I don't care about running around with a dog. I really wanted a Wolfenstein game because I played the shit out of those games. But then they showed, at the very end of the trailer, they showed a mech coming out at the end. I was like, whoa, wait, maybe. So I want to see more. I want to see gameplay footage, like real gameplay, before. But so right now I'm optimistic.
Cool.
And I still think we're getting the Fallout 3. I just think it's going to be announced at PAX or something. Anyway.
Yeah, I do think there'll be more VR games at another game show, a more PlayStation-orientated one.
It makes too much sense for them to not port out Fallout 3, and I don't mean to get off topic here, but Skyrim and Fallout 3 are the exact same engine, so it makes a lot of sense to bring that game over, because people would kill for Fallout 3. But it might be it could be a fall push.
VR Grid?
Anyways.
Yeah, alright, so Wolfenstein, I haven't played Wolfenstein since, like, the original one, like, back in, like, the early 90s. So I'm not a fan of the franchise.
No!
The new one's so
They are great games.
I know. It's on my list of things to play, but I play way more VR than not, so get off me.
Shut up.
I feel like you need a hug over here.
We're all gonna get on you. Everybody get on him.
I forgot that.
So Wolfenstein, I don't know. It looks kind of boring to me more than anything else. Obviously, like being a PSVR guy, I would love to experience these old non-VR games in VR. So getting Wolfenstein and then Cyberpilot kind of like took that away from me because I mean, we all got Doom. We all did, Doom was still the essence of Doom, whereas this doesn't look like the essence of Wolfenstein. That's my biggest concern, I guess. I mean,
it's gonna be amazing.
I'm not familiar with the franchise, so I'm hopefully it's gonna be good. Prey, I thought Prey was multiplayer only in VR, so maybe I misheard that, but that doesn't excite me at all.
Yeah, there's two modes. There's one that's an escape room, and the one's multiplayer. So there should be both.
Okay, well then, I mean, I'm totally indifferent. Hopefully it's good. Whatever. Blades. I'm with Nat. If this is going to PSVR, there'll be a bit of a shock. I think it will. Like I think Dave said or Lewis, it's the cross-platform thing, which is I think also is the reason why they didn't announce it for PSVR, because I'm sure Bethesda's probably still fighting with Sony about cross-platform, and Sony's like, no, because Bethesda specifically said this is cross-platform across every single VR or every single device.
Yeah, good point.
Sony doesn't play that game.
Yeah, and I think the only way to get around that is to get all your friends to buy Xboxes.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
No.
But looking more in depth into Blades, I'm a huge Skyrim. I'm a huge like Elder Scrolls nerd. I'm Jack. Elder Scrolls 6 guys. anyways, the Blades looks like they said it's a full Elder Scrolls experience. It's not. If you watch that trailer again and watch the, it's like a 4-minute trailer. It's a bare bones thing. It's one-on-one fighting. It's not what I want out of Elder Scrolls VR. And so I think even if it comes to PSVR, it's free to play. It's not going to feel like Skyrim. It's going to feel like a shallow version of Skyrim, and no one's going to care about it. That's what I think.
Cool. Seraphim?
So is Wolfenstein one where you have your own and you shoot Nazis in the face?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You shoot Nazis in the face.
For VR.
Shoot all the Nazis. Yeah.
Or not? Don't know.
Yep, Nazis.
Well, the actual game you do, but the VR one you won't. No.
You will be killing Nazis in every
I guarantee you'll be killing
but
Nazis.
it's not going to be a first-person. It's not going to be a first-person shooter.
Yeah, that's
it'll still have the feeling of Wolfenstein. There's going to be a lot of
Why not?
talk
Like
about killing Nazis.
It's about you're like a robot dog or something, and you're hacking things.
No, you are a hacker and you hacking machines, so you can hack a dog, you can hack a mech, you can hack anything, and then like kill some Nazis.
That's it, Paul. Yeah, exactly.
That's the one. Yeah, Paul. That's it.
It'll be bloody and it'll be humorous. It's guaranteed.
I'd rather that other one, that 76, whatever it's called. What called again?
Say it again.
The 76, whatever. Bioshock or not Bioshock.
Fallout.
It's confusing.
Prey?
Hey.
Fallout
Prey?
76.
Yeah, no, Fallout. Yeah, that one. I want that in VR.
I thought he said 7 dicks. I was like,
Hey, he kept saying 7 dicks. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Wolf?
He wants a team VR.
Hey, Wolf.
I didn't play Flash Screen Prey because I don't have time to play it, and if it doesn't come to PSVR, then it can totally suck a dick. And the only one that I'm on the fence about is the Wolfenstein thing, because I love Wolfenstein. I've been playing that game since it came out when I was like 12 years old.
My man.
When they were showing this third-person fucking take over the stupid mechanical shit bullcrap, I'm going, what the fuck are you doing? Where's my gun? Let me shoot shit. But I can see how it might be fun, but I'm going to tell you this, when I finally play it, I'm going to bitch about the fact that I don't just have... No, I'm serious. I'm going to bitch about finding some World War II fucking stupid-ass weapon, whatever the fuck they want to give me, to shoot Nazis in the face instead of breathing fire with my nasty breath because I drank all night and ate fucking tacos and didn't brush my teeth the next morning. It's stupid. It may be fun. It may be fun, but as a Wolfenstein fan, as a huge Wolfenstein fan, right now, seeing that game, it can suck a dick. Until it proves me otherwise when I play it, it can suck my fucking dick.
It's going to have the same balls that every Wolfenstein games have.
No, yeah, it's still gonna be a great game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Wolfenstein. It's fucking...
You can't say that till you hear yourself as the main character and what's happening. Cash grab. Wait, hold on.
Was Doom a fucking robot dog?
Oh, sorry, Dave.
Breathing fire.
Sorry, Dave.
It's not a fucking Wolfenstein game. It's not.
It is.
Sorry, Dave, I didn't mean to.
It's some ripoff. But it could
I'm mad now.
I'm sorry, I've never played it before. I'm stupid. What can I say? You're older than
never
me.
played it.
I should never leave the couch.
The new Wolfensteins are great. Well, the second one isn't as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Seraphim, play Wolfenstein. You can pick it up for $2. Get it somewhere.
Right.
And build it.
Yeah, man, first
build
blood.
a real version in Dreams, Seraphim, because I know you
Got it, mate. I will. I'll do that for you guys. I'll be more than happy to build stuff that we don't get. Anyone can help.
all right.
You know.
Now what's
So the
next?
next one,
Awesome,
so the next
dude.
game that we had that was announced at E3 was from Ubisoft. It was announced last year, Transference, but we got more of a look. I gotta admit, I like the look of this. I think VR hasn't tapped into the psychological as much as it could do. There's certain games that you play, or I've played. Resident Evil 7 has certain psychological elements, and I play really well, and there's other games as well. I think this has the possibility that you are invading other people's dreams and consciousness. That sounds really intriguing, that literally you could walk into anything and something really fucked up. So out of everything that was shown VR-wise at E3, or that was announced at E3, this was the one game where I was really intrigued, because it's like, okay, this could move the needle on VR. This could actually go somewhere completely different that I've never been before. And that's why I bought a VR headset. I wanted to go places that I've never been before. So for me, Transference was the VR game of E3. and I'm really looking
Sweet.
forward to that, getting that in. So yeah, I was really
Lewis?
excited for that. Lewis?
Yeah, I don't really remember much about Transference. I know that they showed it. I remember Elijah Wood coming out and stuff. But I guess it didn't impact me enough to be like, oh man, I can't wait for this game. So I don't know. I need to see more. To be honest, I really need to see more. I don't think I've seen enough. I need to see more. I don't get it.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dave?
like this is one that I was actually really looking forward to seeing a lot of info about or footage from during the presentation, and I felt like I don't know anything more than I did already, which is just that it's psychological, it's creepy, you jump around in people's heads. A lot of it seems to be actual video footage. Like there's way too much in the coverage video of people, real people. Do you know what I mean? Like half every trailer is a real guy and not gameplay footage. So that's one thing that kind of, I don't know what the game is actually, but my assumption it's one of those ones where it's like you point, you teleport into a guy, there's some little puzzle.
No, VR support.
You gotta do, and you gotta go back on. Psychonauts, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you were saying there's nothing like this, and I feel like, I don't know, it looks like it could end up like an inpatient or something, which is trying to be like, I mean, obviously you're not jumping around between people's consciousness, but the game shifts reality constantly anyways. So there's similar stuff out there, I feel like. But this could be good. I just feel like there's a chance it's going to peter out when we actually get it because they haven't shown anything really substantial. And a lot of it is on the goodwill of Elijah Wood. And it's like, hey, we like Elijah Wood. He seems like he's just an amateur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
ooh, I like him in The Watchmen. I'm going to buy that. No, I don't think so.
So I hope it's good. But at the same time, you know, you can have cool ideas for stuff to do in VR. But his Spectre Vision company is like a brand spanking new game development company, as far as I know. I don't think they've ever made anything else.
No.
And so Ubisoft obviously has, and they haven't released any stinkers on PSVR pretty much. Like everything Ubisoft does, even Eagle Flight nobody talks about, that's still a good game. Like they.
Yes.
But I have to wait and see. I was more excited before than after because I feel like I just don't know anything extra. So yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
They've only shown that one gameplay trailer where the dad's talking to the kid, yeah? Right, yeah. 'Cause I don't remember seeing anything. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything else because that's as much as I know about the game. Like,
there's not much footage. Yeah.
It seems intriguing, and I do like this kind of thing, so I'm quite intrigued to see how it turns out. But it seems to be so much like you said, there seems to be a lot of footage of real people in the game, and it's like.
Or at least
how
it's
is that going to impact
up to it? Like where's
yeah. And if that is the game, is that going to impact the replay value because there's just so many scenes that they've actually got? So
are you going to be looking at 2D flat screen images too, or like how do they film it? Like I don't know what's going on.
Is it a 360 camera? I mean, who knows? We don't know. I'm intrigued.
Is never good though.
No, I'm with Lewis on this one. I'm intrigued enough to sort of go, I might give it a try, but I'm not overly sort of going, oh my god, yeah, that looks awesome. That's it.
Sweet. I love the theme of it. I think it looks really good. I can't wait to play games like this. As far as I know, the movie part is like, I don't know if, what was the game we played like? Was it Abduction? Or what was the one that came out recently?
Yeah, Abduction had that.
And that had
played that.
That had terrible real movie footage of people in it, and as far as I know, this game
projected though, right? It was
in a,
okay, gotcha.
As far as I know, this game is gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna have real footage in the game, as we saw, and it's an escape room style game, which I love the idea of that personally, and it looks like it could be really scary, and yeah, I'm completely down for that. So, Polish? I'm not.
Well, I don't really know what it is for starters. I just don't know. What?
Sorry, someone else. He's lying. No, he's clearly lying.
He is absolutely high as fuck.
Cool. Seraphim. Right. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what it is, so I don't got much to say about it. I wait for it and I see how it turns out.
Cool.
Yeah, for me, I've been watching this one for a while, and I like the air of mystery that they have around it, that they're keeping us wondering. But supposedly this is supposed to be the one that's supposed to scare the pants off of us and make us not want to do VR anymore. And just by them saying that alone, it's got me interested. And
something has to be R7.
Plus, I don't know if anybody here watches the Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, But after he's working on those kind of shows recently, I'm sure his mind is primed and proper for making something like this. So this is probably going to be really interesting. At least I hope it is.
I haven't seen that.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Sounds good.
You should check it out.
Sure.
Sorry.
This one went right over my head, to be honest with you, and I fucking hate dream sequences. I don't like I don't like any kind of psychological horror. I don't have any fucking patience for that. I fast forward in every movie and TV show I watch. So until this game shows something real, then I'm just gonna go with a big fat fucking no. You're up, Ryan.
Yeah,
Did you know Elijah Wood is watching this stream? Do you want to reconsider what you just said?
No, go back.
He literally just commented on my stream side.
Well, Shug is like, no. He can rewind it so he can remember what I said.
Here, Elijah, here you go.
I'll let you know what he says. Okay?
Nice.
So my biggest issue with Transference.
Cracking
Come on, guys.
My biggest issue with Transference is that we saw this last year, and no game footage last year, but it's been a whole year since last E3, and they showed, like Dave said, they showed like a minute of footage in that trailer, like less than that, and not to say, I mean, maybe it's got surprises, but I'm really worried about, it's first-time developer. I'm worried about, like I said, they're just, what they're putting out there. I think game length is an issue now, just because it's a first-time developer, and they're new to VR. Not much is being said. Like, we don't know anything, but considering it's been a year since the announcement, like, I was looking forward to seeing a bit more, and we literally just got like a tiny bit more. So I can't say good or bad. I want it to be good, but I want to see more before I say really anything.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Right. So.
Yeah, I can't say anything either.
He's definitely drunk.
I love Elijah
Go
Wood.
ahead, AWOL.
No, Elijah Woods.
I don't know. No, I think I'm excited to see that painting stuff. It looked like a painting kind of thing. I'm curious, but I have no idea. Like you said, there's no info. Not a lot of info, but I'm very curious. That's all I can say, really, too.
No, that's fair enough. AWOL.
I'm optimistic on this one just because it's something different, and if they can pull off what they're showing us, if they can actually put me in this world that they want to put me in, where I'm fucking around in people's heads or dreaming and all this crazy shit they're doing, and it works, it'll be neat because it's something different. Because that's what we all want from VR. We want different experiences. However, it could also be another impatient, like I think Dave said, and it could easily be a huge pile of shit or fucking awesome. And I don't think there's any gray in the middle. It's either gonna kick ass or it's gonna suck. I do not see a middle ground for this game because I have high expectations for it, but I'm also prepared to be fuck 1,000 times in my impressions on it. I literally am prepared for that. But if it blows my mind, man, I'm really hoping for that because they're going to charge for this game $30-40. It's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, you can pre-order it in UK. It's 50 quid, I think.
Yeah,
50 quid in UK.
They got fucking Frodo's in it, so.
Elijah Wood
I don't think
presents.
he's in it.
You can't.
You know what I mean.
This is something that needs to be good, to be really good, or everybody in this room is gonna trash it if it's not like fucking not epic, but like damn fucking good. But I personally right now think I can't wait to play it. When I go into play it, I'm gonna be all geeked until Seraphim ruins it for me 24 hours before I get it.
I hope you would in the game. That'd be great. Imagine
Right, so the next game that got unveiled was during what I think we can all agree was for VR, a hugely disappointing conference by Sony, where we only got one PlayStation VR game revealed actually during the conference, which is also can be played in PlayStation or on PlayStation 4, and that is Trover Saves the Universe, which, don't get me wrong, again, to be honest, by the time it got round and I realised it was the only VR game, I tuned out, and I think I'm going to enjoy the game because I like Justin Roiland's sense of comedy. I love the Counting Plus, and I loved Rick and Morty, what I did actually play of it, not all of it unfortunately, but like I say, during the conference I literally was already tuned out. I was so peed off, but looking back on it now, it's like, okay, I'm going to enjoy this game but again, it's not the game I was expecting during the Sony conference. Again, you know, why are they not showing Megalith? Why are they not showing Firewall Zero Hour? Why are they not showing
Because Rick and Morty is the
something
biggest
bigger?
TV show in the world, man.
I have no idea why. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna start talking.
No, but like I say, I know I'm going to buy the game. I know I'm going to enjoy the game. I'm sure it'll be fun. But again, I was disappointed at the reveal and the timing of the real reveal, and that's, to be honest, most of the thing I'm taking away from E3. So anyway, Lewis, what do you think of?
Yeah, I'm
one thing.
I don't care. I don't. I'm not. I'm not a Rick and Morty fan. This is like this is a cartoon that's, you know, I know I've seen some clips. I've chuckled and stuff. You know, it's all right, but it's not from my generation. It's just something I don't really get. I haven't gotten into and I won't get into. So anything they keep putting out, I didn't get Accounting Plus because I didn't care about that game. I saw the videos and it wasn't even that funny to me. I don't know.
Dave.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm not excited for that type of game. Not really at all.
Dave,
you're up.
Okay, so
Sorry, I'm done.
You got me all depressed, Louis.
I'm sorry.
Wait, Seraphim wants to talk.
I just asked you guys if anyone knows. I think Dream's coming out.
Beta is gonna be open beta,
Sorry,
innit?
Dave.
All right. If we're talking Trover, here's another thing where, like Tetris, I feel like nobody in this room is super excited about it. But I've seen
play Trover.
articles on tons of mainstream websites saying, hey, Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty fame has a new VR game coming to PlayStation. And it's getting a ton of coverage, and I even saw at E3 they got a couple Best of E3 awards. Or like recommendations.
He was in the bath.
People were
Biased
All right,
opinions, I
all
bet
right,
you
Seraphim.
anyway.
What I mean, IGN gave him one of the best. I'm not saying IGN
Yeah,
is
they probably
biased.
biased too.
I'm just saying
God,
they
they're
don't
definitely
typically,
biased.
Like,
Get the fuck
they
IGN.
typically don't care about VR shit. So if they gave a Justin Roiland,
They gave
VR
a
game,
Killing Floor a
best
good
of IGN.
review, which I'm surprised about.
All
But
right.
even so.
What I'm saying is, I think that, first of all, we don't have many action platformers, third-person action platformers. We're waiting on Astrobot. That's going to be great, of course.
Oh,
We
can't
got
wait.
Marvels, which is okay. Everybody's
Keep calm,
fine with
keep
Marvels,
calm.
whatever. But I feel like that fills a little slot that we don't have. So if the gameplay is solid, then that's one thing right there. But the humor is going to turn people off, obviously. If you don't like Justin Roiland's humor, you're probably not going to like it, even if it's a solid action platformer.
What'd you say?
But I fucking love Justin Roiland's humor, so I'm way down for that. Get out of my face! I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. What's happening? I guess I'm done. I don't know what's happening anymore.
You done? You done?
I guess, yeah. Go ahead.
For this
Your
this
hand's
Trover
hitting my
thing-
head a lot today.
Sorry, for this Trover thing, I saw the thumbnail for the trailer, and that was the second time that I facepalmed,
this summer.
because I was just like, oh god, what the fuck is this thing? It just looked so shit, and people at my work
Can
love
we
Rick
talk
and
about what
Morty.
looked like shit, besides the guy sitting in the bathtub, the marketing? Like, the gameplay
Yeah.
itself, what was
Awesome.
shitty
I
about
did.
the gameplay
I
itself?
liked
The-
it.
Yeah, it's a platformer.
No, that's
An
what
action
I-
platformer.
No, that's what
Let
I,
Do we have any of those that are
that's what I'm getting.
Do we have any of those that are good?
Let me
This-
say.
This is what I'm getting round to. Like, I saw the thumbnail and immediately thought, oh my god, that looks shit. I don't want to watch this trailer. And then when I read about it and I heard that it was from the guys from Rick and Morty, I thought I definitely don't want to watch this trailer because everybody at work, everybody at work tells me how great Rick and Morty is. I tried to watch a few episodes to see if I could get into it, but I just could not get into it. It's not my type of humor. I can't stand it.
Difficult for you? I understand.
No, it's just
Is it
shit.
difficult?
Boy.
It's just
That's what it
terrible.
seems like.
It's for
Boy.
dumbasses basically,
Smell
but.
it correctly.
Oh man.
I just cannot stand Rick and Morty. I cannot stand Accountant Plus. I don't
Difficult.
understand any of it. It's just stupid.
Hard.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It's just not for me whatsoever. I mean, I'm not judging anybody that watches it or enjoys it, but I am really. But it's that's why they come in the future. But yes, so it's basically the thumbnail totally put me off, and I have no interest in it whatsoever.
No, that's fine.
That's my thing.
Cool.
Go with
I absolutely love Rick and Morty. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. What was the game they done last time? You was just talking about it.
Accounting Plus.
Accounting Plus. We
Oh,
played
yeah,
it
I like
loads. My wife loved it. I loved it. It was so funny. And anything by them guys, personally, I'm very much looking forward to, because I love the sense of humour. I mean, admittedly, sometimes, if you don't get that sense of humour, there's a lot of talking, a lot of time wasting, and you'll be thinking, you know, like my dad saw it, and he must have thought, what the fuck is this shit? Like, what is this crap? But to me, and I absolutely love it, and when the Accounting Plus come out, I thought, this is fantastic. Rick and Morty, absolutely brilliant. Love that game. I know it's short. I know it's semi-expensive for what it was, but it was a great experience. Any fans of the shows will absolutely love that game. And I'm sure when this game comes out, it is going to be great as well. And hopefully not overpriced. So, yeah. Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I like it because I like third-person platformers anyway in VR, so I'm gonna play it, and I really liked accounting, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Jason?
Yeah, for me, I'm not super excited about that one, but I mean, I love a good laugh anytime, so I don't know. I may check it out. Plus, they're saying it's supposed to be a full-length game instead of just something short like they've been giving everybody. And Rick and Morty and stuff,
I don't
too,
know that much about it.
Yeah,
I
but
just saw the footage.
supposedly, you know, there'll be more than 30 minutes worth of stuff, which should make people happy out there. So hopefully that'll do good, you know.
Last two experiences short, right? So yeah, maybe
Shug?
give it a chance if it's longer.
Well, I've got a pretty fucking dark and fucked up sense of humor. So you would think that I would like this stuff, but I really think Rick and Morty fucking sucks. The show, at least.
Me too.
Accounting Plus, I played through it and I laughed, but after an hour I deleted it. I was done with that. Rick and Morty, the game, it was kind of fun. It was very job simulator-ish with some sense of humor thrown in. It was okay. I don't care about this game, but I'm really happy for PlayStation VR because Rick and Morty's huge, and I'm in the minority, so I say bring it on. It doesn't have to appeal to me. Yeah. So hey, I'm psyched to review it, and I hope it's a great platformer. But I don't expect to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to hear that guy do the same voice for the third fucking time.
The room is pretty much split on that game. So
yeah. Just a side note.
He knows no other voices that he can do. He's like.
Well, but hold on, Lewis, that complaint comes up all the time, but people say, oh, he just does the Rick and Morty voices, right? If you look back to his old shit.
Fucking shit on fucking track. God damn it, Dave. You're sitting around a fucking table.
Sorry, am I talking then, or are we doing here?
Ryan, you're up.
Yeah,
okay.
AWOL said, AWOL shouted at me, so we're done.
It's Ryan, the VR grid to speak.
We're going to be in here for 6 hours if we don't fucking move shit along.
Yeah, we do because it's like nearly 11:30. Carry on, sorry.
I like
in the UK.
I like Justin Roiland. I like Rick and Morty. Accounting Plus was funny. The Rick and Morty game was solid. The problem with that is this is made by Squanch Games, not Alchemy, who made Rick and Morty game. And the only other thing Squanch has made so far is Accounting Plus, which it's all based on his humor, not so much the gaming part of it. So I'm really worried about the quality of this platformer because from what I saw, I was not impressed at all. And it's relying a lot on Justin Roiland's humor again, which I like. But when you're building a game around that, I'm kind of losing interest in that game, and I don't know, like a full platformer from a new studio.
VR dog
could be tough.
What the hell?
Creature doesn't like that. He's barking at you again.
No, that's not me.
Got attention
It's
problem.
not me this time.
Seraphim, you're
Who's
up.
next? Seraphim?
Okay, yeah, my question's for... Hey, why did you let the dog put coal on your chin? No, how'd you say it? Subscriber, someone said something about your chin should shave it because it looks like coal. Because someone shat on your chin.
I think Seraphim's lost the plot.
Okay, AWOL.
Yeah.
That's the last guy.
AWOL, go.
I'm done.
I'm in the same boat as a couple of you guys where I never watched Rick and Morty, but I did like Accounting Plus. It appealed to me as somebody who's never seen this guy. What the fuck's his name? What's this dude's name?
Justin Roiland.
Whatever.
But also, the humor is half Chris.
I liked Accounting Plus because it was obnoxious and foul, and they cussed a lot, and that's right up my goddamn alley. So, like, I was like, okay, this is cool. I didn't play Rick and Morty because
but when it's done, like, right, though, I mean, it's just... It doesn't...
I'm just saying...
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get into it. Go ahead.
If this guy made that game, I'm going to try it, and if it's obnoxious and stuff, I will chuckle. And, like, I think it was Shughead that said I laughed, but I wasn't, like, that into it. That's how I felt in Accounting Plus. Like that first level where that dude's just screaming fuck for no reason constantly, and I love to swear, but I was like, would you shut the fuck up? Like, what's going on? But no, if he does it right, it's something that even though I'm not into the show or anything, he does have the potential to make a game that I would enjoy, and I'm hoping that this one is. I really am, because I did enjoy Accounting Plus. I did laugh a lot. They had the little gangster kids breaking windows and being cocksuckers. I love adult games, and games that are that type of thing where they're just so obnoxious and off the rail. I appreciated Accounting Plus for that, and I'm hoping that this next game is something where I'm like, dude, if you're not fucking 26, you shouldn't even be playing this because your head can't handle it. That's what I'm hoping for. Just straight his shit that he does. Like I said, no, I wasn't a fan to Accounting Plus, but if he could be a dick and make me laugh, fuck, man, I'll buy your shit.
Yeah, one thing I will mention real quick about Accounting Plus is it's half Crows and half Squanch. And Crows made the Stanley Parable, which if you guys ever played that, that's a funny-ass game in itself.
That's
it's
awesome.
really meta.
I played
so,
that.
like,
yeah.
I think some of the humor was also from Crows because they kind of co-developed it. So it's not just straight him. So I think that's why some people like it, even if they're not a fan of Justin Roiland.
And just quickly, that's what worries me is that this is Squanch Games' first solo project, which worries me.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Although
okay,
I wasn't a big fan of the Rick and Morty game. I'm done. But yeah.
That's fine. Right. So obviously we need to kind of crack on. Well, there's one game to cover that was revealed after the Sony show. Why they revealed it after the Sony show, I have no idea. And I think we can pretty much quickly run through this, and that is Déraciné from FromSoftware. So I really don't think about this game. Whoa, was gone as well.
Actually.
I'm sure that there might have been a connection issue on their end. That's all right, I'll keep an eye on it. But
what the hell?
So with Déraciné, I don't know why it was revealed when it was. It seemed like Sony was trying to hide it. And while I've heard rumours that the game is really beautiful to play, the visuals and stuff like that, that it's kind of hidden away has concerned me about it. And I think it's going to be like a really small game. I think it's going to be a very small personal game.
They said 8 to 10 hours.
2 hours. Well, no, they're saying it's about 6 to 8 hours long. I think they've said.
It's got 8 chapters, 1 hour long or something.
So, like I say, it's about 6 to 8 hours long because there's 8 chapters. But I'm still concerned about the game, and like I say, that Sony hid it away really, because most people would have just turned off the Sony conference right at the end, so a lot of people would have missed it. So, but we'll talk about the obviously the E3 after that. But as I say, Déraciné, a bit like what you guys were saying when I was saying about Transference. Want to see more? At the moment, I'm not sold on it, so we'll wait and see. Lewis?
For which game? I'm sorry, what game are we talking about?
The FromSoftware game, where you're like.
If you know nothing about it, just say don't know.
You're a ghost.
I'll send him an invite.
Wait. I'm sorry. You guys said it at the same time. One person. What game is it called? What was the game called? What?
Yeah.
Déraciné.
I want to know if you're excited to be up there.
Because the more you say it, I know nothing.
Lewis, here's the breakdown. You've heard of Dark Souls?
Yeah, but I still haven't played that.
Okay, well, FromSoftware made Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all those games. They've been announced to have been working on a PSVR game for like years.
3 years? It's 3 years, isn't it?
We know they're working on something. And they announced it finally. It's Déraciné, and what you are is like a ghost in a kid's like boarding school or something like that.
Yeah.
And you have to like go around. You're a fairy. You have to go around helping them do stuff, and there's a kid trying to prove that you exist, basically.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a little fantasy thing. But I will say, I imagine it's going to be kind of dark because they've never made a game that isn't dark.
Oh yeah, it's definitely that
game. It
game.
seems like pretty straightforward. I feel like the atmosphere and the theming and everything is going to be really on point. Because if you played like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, any of that stuff, once so much. So I think if they bring that to PSVR, we'll be solid.
Somebody send me a link because I've never seen anything about this.
Left field. Yeah, there's a short trailer. It doesn't show you much.
I can send you a link, Lewis.
Articles about
Thanks,
like
Saber, because I don't. This is one I don't remember. Maybe it's just another one that didn't impact me enough to be like, oh, no, again.
Yeah. Well, but that's it. I think people are excited about FromSoftware doing something. It's not what they wanted, obviously, but it should still be good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
Hey, VR Grid, what are you doing? Hugging your wife? I'm just kidding.
I put my controllers down because I kept playing with them.
He gets it. Chuckhead gets it.
I can. That's not funny.
Come on, guys. We need to crack on with
Hey,
this.
he's trying to talk over here.
Yeah, I think I can prove Nat's point about tuning out because this game I have not done my homework on. I haven't even watched the trailer or read anything about it whatsoever. So I'm in the same boat as Lewis. I have no clue about this game.
Yeah.
I will do.
Seraphim, you got anything productive to say?
The game is just really hey, it's got to you can't really. No, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
what are
well,
you talking about?
it's a game from software, so I suppose it's gonna be something good, and like Dave said, it's gonna be something dark as well. It's on a bigger side as well, apparently, 8 hours, around 8 hours. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more of it, really, because they didn't show that much.
Working, mate.
I can hear him.
Yeah, it is. I heard
Can you?
it.
I can't hear anything.
Stupid
Well,
Jason.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
talking.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I'm super excited about that one either, but I mean, they have a huge following on Dark Souls and everybody else there too, so
Okay.
it's pretty interesting.
I gotta put the dog out.
I'll keep my heads up for it, and if, maybe I'll check it out. I'm not sure, but I'm not super excited about that one. Show.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about it either. I mean, I saw the trailer and it really didn't interest me, except the fact that, From Software, I mean, they've been pretty deadly over the
they
last,
messed up?
5 or 6
Like,
years. Like,
they
have they
really
done anything
shit
but a
the
Souls game, though? Dave, have they done
Well, they've
anything
done-
but a Souls game?
They've done Bloodborne. They've
Bloodborne.
done Souls.
Yeah, but I
That's
consider that a Souls game.
3D dot heroes.
So, I'm interested
Oh, wait,
to
they
see
made
what
that
they
one?
got.
That was actually kind of decent looking. I never played it, but I had a friend who played it. Good.
So I'm interested to see what these guys can do outside of the Souls series. The game itself, from what I've seen right now, is super meh to me, but I think I established how I feel about dream sequences, and fairy shit's right up there. But
Yeah, I don't
But-
give a shit about
but-
fairy stuff.
But that being said, there was an article that I read yesterday. It was playable in the corner of the show floor, and the guy who played it said that it was super beautiful to play, but it's definitely got like a kind of dreamy vibe to it. So I don't know. We gotta wait to see more. I think.
He's just up everything, the whole room.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. It's from software, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. The trailer's boring. I watched the trailer again and tuned out again, so it's not a good trailer. But from what I do remember watching, it looks beautiful, like super high detailed levels. Obviously, we're going to lose a lot of that once we actually see it in VR. But it's from software. I'm super looking forward to it just because it's them. But we need to see more than just that trailer because that trailer didn't do much for me. Same as everybody else.
Yeah, I like the graphics. I think it looks amazing. I think the game from software will be absolutely incredible. The story didn't really grip me, but I like the idea of time travel. And yeah, I know it's not going to be an actiony game, which when you hear from software, you're thinking of that. You're thinking it's going to be dark, violent, and
It might
yeah,
be.
I'm excited for it just because it's such a big developer. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm cool.
I will.
Oh, shoot.
Rec Room crashed on me, so I have no idea what game we're talking
We're
about.
talking about Déraciné.
Déraciné.
Exactly. Me and my
Oh,
thoughts.
I know he's excited to be a fairy.
Wait, who just joined
What the hell?
Some dude just joined.
How is that even possible?
I think I invited him by accident. I pressed the button.
No, that was all me by accident.
Oh, Ryan did it by accident.
No, by total accident. I meant to hit no and it just hit
what's up, man?
invite.
Why does
Who
the
are
couches
you?
keep getting moved?
Because somebody keeps picking them up.
That was my
keep
bad.
it out?
That's ours.
I'm sorry.
That's our live
I didn't
stream.
mean to do that.
Just leave.
There's a
my
kid in our room. Dude, there's a kid in our room.
This is Rich.
He's
This
gone.
is the best, guys.
Oh, he left.
Yay.
There's
Yeah,
the
my fault.
man.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I seriously, I have no idea.
See how lucky you are,
I've never
Jason?
even heard of that
They're
game.
just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's fine. That's
Hang
fine.
on.
I've never even, the game doesn't even read a fucking bill of me. So fuck
I
it.
can feel the love. I can
AWOL,
feel
though.
it.
AWOL. You ever heard of From Software?
Yeah,
Heard of Bloodborne. Oh, cool.
That's
yeah,
them.
I
They
know.
made.
No, I heard the Bloodborne
Yeah,
and all
okay.
that shit. I've never heard
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this game you're talking about, though. And,
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
what I'm
fine, too.
saying.
Yeah, no, I never heard. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so fuck it. I guess we'll
It
see when it comes
looks
out.
amazing.
Next
I'm
game, we
gonna
gotta
buy
go
it, I'm
on.
gonna
We
play
gotta
it,
move it.
No, yeah, so we got to kind of crack on now.
I'll
so,
get
but,
to it when I get there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Right, so they're all the games that were actually unveiled during the show. So now, if we just kind of give our thoughts about E3
what
in
about
general for PlayStation.
Paul
VR.
had a video with all these other games that didn't get.
Oh, yes,
time
yes.
too
No, they were
much
the only
perspective.
unveiled. There was a lot of stuff that was shown on the show floor, and we'll get to that in
okay,
this
I see what you're
section.
saying. I see what you're saying.
So, if we give our thoughts about E3 in general, let's stick with the PlayStation VR rather than just standard games. So if we stick with the PlayStation VR, and then if we also talk about the stuff, see Sony had a lot of show floor presentations for PlayStation VR. So I'll start. First of all, the show for E3 in terms of presentations, demonstrations for VR, shit. Absolutely god awful. I honestly don't think it could go any worse. I called it a bloodbath and I stick by that. However, once we actually got to the show floor content, once they started showing me gameplay, that's the only thing I give a shit about, is show me gameplay. They started showing me gameplay. Creed, Rise to Glory. Liking the look of that. I've never been a big fan of Survivors games. That one I'm liking the look of. That looks like it's going to be the first one of their games I'm actually going to totally enjoy. Firewall Zero, every time I see that game, I get more and more excited, and it drives me crazy that wasn't shown in the conferences or as a prior show. That just drives me up the wall. The only one that I haven't seen any footage of that I'm disappointed at is Megalith. I still can't find any Megalith. It sounds intriguing.
YouTube. There's some on YouTube of a guy.
Oh, is it?
playing
Okay,
E3.
I'll need to find that as well. So, while I was hugely disappointed, we didn't get the oh wow my god moment game that we've had the past 2 years when we got Resident Evil 7 and Skyrim. That really just... I still stand by my statement that the actual conferences and the presentations for VR was a bloodbath. It was a total pile of shit. But going forward, I'm very positive. What we do need now is one of the games that we know about. We need Firewall Zero Hour, or we need Beat Saber to exceed expectations, to kind of pick up the slack that we don't have a Skyrim, that we don't have a Resident Evil 7 on our radar. I'm still positive that for PlayStation VR there's still a shit ton of games, and I do think that Firewall Zero Hour could possibly be that game. I think it's a AA developer that is trying to shoot for a AAA game, very similar to what Farpoint tried to do, but I think they're actually going to do it better. From what I can see, they're going to do it better. So, I'd say, on the whole, disappointed with E3, but it hasn't diminished my love for PlayStation VR. My love for PlayStation VR is there, and I still think we've got the best to come. So anyway, that's where I am.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Alright, yeah, the presentation itself compared to last year's presentation, where it was a lot of showy, we have developers coming out on stage telling us what their games are going to be like, what's new, what's not new. This was a show of trailers. It's all it was. It was a show of trailer after trailer after trailer, and they could have just released the trailers instead of just giving us the whole Sony show, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I was disappointed in the presentation itself, but a lot of the games I'm really excited for. I'm excited for Creed. I'm excited for Firewall. Firewall, although it looked a little buggy in the footage, looked like they still got to do some work on it. The gunplay looked a little like Bravo Team. The way it reloaded and everything. It looked like the gun kind of came out and like reloaded by itself, kind of with an animation. I don't know if I like that. But what else was there? Firewall, I mentioned those two. What else was there?
There was loads.
We talked about already.
That was quite a bit, yeah.
On maybe I'm trying to think. There's one more I was excited about, but I can't think of one. Evasion.
Evasion looks great. Evasion looks really good.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Evasion looks
pretty
amazing. I'm glad they're bringing Evasion to PSVR. It looks great. I can't wait to play co-op on that game. The fact that they're using the aim controller is always a plus. And I'm really excited about Evasion. Those 3 games are like my top 3 games. And Blood and Truth also looks good. I've heard
we spoke about Transference.
Lance Akiro, he's another YouTuber who does a lot of VR stuff and plays a lot of werewolves and stuff. He's actually at E3 and he's played these games out on the floor. And he said Truth was pretty good in his opinion. So I'm interested to see how Blood and Truth is compared to like
It's okay.
some of the other games we're getting that has like free locomotion and stuff like that. So yeah, those are like I guess the 4 games I'm pretty excited about. Like, if there is more, you guys probably will mention something else that I can't remember. Then we'll see. So yeah,
Seeking Dawn has PC presence, but not PlayStation yet. But that'll be great when that comes out. Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off there.
Keep in line, Jason. You're not even. I'm just fucking with you. Okay, so as far as the Sony conference, one thing that I don't think anybody has mentioned yet that I think is like worth mentioning is a lot of E3 big company presentations, like I want to say Sony and Nintendo, were really focused on showing deep gameplay, like 5-10 minutes straight of gameplay of
Last of Us
to get people excited and show them like, okay, well, we can tell you about it. But they even said, like, the head of Sony was like, this time we want to show people the in-depth stuff, whatever. So you can't spend 5 minutes on Firewall and expect people to follow you because VR presence isn't all the way up there yet. So they're going to want to see 10 minutes of Last of Us. They're not going to want to see 10 minutes of Firewall, even if we want to. So I think overall, as far as Sony goes, the way they did it was okay because when they went with that more like in-depth, long-form coverage of stuff, it doesn't really make sense for a lot of the VR games that are out. And honestly, they probably don't even have enough footage to show like that in the form that they're at this point. And nobody likes watching headset footage, except for our viewers, pretty much.
Right.
So I think as far as the main Sony thing, it was a shit show anyways. There was like a guy playing a banjo for 20 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The one thing I will say is
a flute.
It was like day 3, or it was day 3 or 4, where they had a block of like 3 hours of just PlayStation coverage. They went through Astrobot, which looks incredible, shot way more in-depth stuff on Astrobot stage. They didn't do much. On those additional days when they were streaming stuff out, I saw a lot of really interesting stuff there that I hadn't seen before. So I feel like even though they didn't put it up at the same level as a Last of Us or a Ghost of Tsushima or something like that, like they still threw it out there, and I saw a lot of stuff that I was interested in and more info that I hadn't seen. So I think they did a decent job. Obviously, Tetris is going to get people pumped. Beat Saber is going to get pumped. I don't know. I think they did okay. I'm not like too upset about how they did.
I like the way you said
I'm done now. I rambled forever. Go preach.
That's not what I'm saying. It's soothing. Like, really relax right now. You can totally...
Cheers, sir.
Pronunciation agrees with you, Dave.
In fact, I'm losing track here. Yeah.
E3 as a whole.
Yeah, as far as E3 as a whole goes, I thought the that show, they basically Sony took the stance of going, I'm going to show you all of the games you're going to buy, and no games that you're not going to buy, because every single game is awesome. Which was a different approach, but yeah, everything was awesome. It was really good. But as far as the VR goes, it felt like a B side. It felt like you had the A team and you had the B team, and it was as if, like, kind of what Dave was saying. It's like, you know, what is it, 80 million, 60 million, or whatever it is, PS4 people aren't interested in seeing Firewall, whereas we are.
There's 2 million who are, but yeah.
There's 2 million,
exactly.
The rest don't really care, but that's it. Basically, they did a show for the VR guys, but not a good enough show to get more headsets sold. It was a show for us, not so much a show for everyone like they have done in previous years where they were really pushing the VR. So I think it was kind of disappointing in that aspect. But for us, we did get to see quite a few things. It wasn't very long, but day three was good. But the rest of it was kind of disappointing. And the dribs and drabs of information that we've gotten from like IGN and GameSpot and sites like that have actually played some of the games. It's not bad. They've had a lot of developer interviews and they've got a lot of information in there, so it is pretty good. And I'm the same as Lewis, you know, like Creed, Invasion, Firewall, 0 Hour, you know, they all look like day ones to me. But again, that's because the show was selling them to me, a headset owner, an already current headset owner. Anybody else reading those articles? I mean, I looked at the comments sections, and there was like 0. You know, you go to like Last of Us, and there's like 1 million comments from people. You go to the same website with an article.
Well, that's because
VR,
everyone's
and it's
upset
like
about the lesbian kiss.
Why would you get upset about that?
I thought it
Don't they play DLC?
I thought it was a loud kiss, but it was hot.
Somebody in here had a commenter who said that they were going to sell their PS4 because of the Last
That
of
was
Us
me.
kiss. That was you.
That was
Yeah.
me.
People are upset. They're idiots, but they're upset.
Yes, they're idiots.
What happened?
Somebody's selling his PlayStation VR because he was upset about the PlayStation VR, but he's actually going to sell his PS4 stuff as well because he's even more upset about the lesbian kissing. He actually quoted Romans to me, the passage in Romans. About,
Last of Us 3, it's going to be two dudes kissing, okay, guys?
So my thought is, if you're upset about two girls kissing, and then you watch a trailer where everyone's getting murdered point blank in the head with a pistol, like, God doesn't want you playing that shit anyways, I guarantee it. Like, I don't know.
No, is it Seraphim?
No, I feel you on that, though. Like, come on. Like, it's...
I've done some
choose
research
how you're going to be
on that.
religious.
Yeah.
And I found that there was this lady on
It's not a big deal.
that
It's not
set it
that
up,
big of a deal.
and she's a protagonist, and that's why all the characters are female, and that's actually why. And there's no secret; it's all out there. They don't care who knows, but they decided that whole E3 was really, like, very feminine inclined, and that's how I feel that way. It's screw us. We've been hijacked. We need to make our own games. Fuck 'em. I hate it.
What are you talking about? Men need to make their own games? Seraphim, get the fuck out of here.
I have no idea. Let's move on to Paul.
So I think E3 was shit for PSVR owners, but the one thing I take from it, when they showed Dreams, and I think, when you play Dreams and can make your own games, I can see myself saying, if you don't have VR, just get it, because them games, what you're making, seeing them in yourself, what you make, being in that world you just made, that's gonna be amazing. So I'm surprised they didn't show off Dreams on stage, but all in all, Sony's not showing PSVR was shit, but my biggest take of it is Dreams gonna be awesome.
Cool.
Cool, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get as much love as we wanted to at E3, but I mean, we still got a little at the end there. Plus, they have to cater to their big sellers. If you're upset over a lesbian kiss, time to wake the fuck up. We're in the 21st century now. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you, Jason.
We've been married with chicks for 30 years, but not the military before.
I'm with Seraphim on Dreams, though. I agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on the last one. I agree with you on that. That's going to be a game changer for us.
I don't care either way. I like lesbians, but I just don't like it when we're being agendized. We're being pushed.
That's every game made.
Are you on that whole thing where
we've had our time, have we not?
Everybody's a social.
We've had our time, have we not? It's time. Yeah, it's time for them.
It's not just me guessing. I found
it's their time, man. We've had plenty of time. We've had thousands of years for that shit.
Come
on, guys.
I've only been in here for 33.
Yeah, come on, it's nearly midnight now.
Yeah, Shughead.
Shooters, everything else I said about. Yeah, go ahead, Sachin.
I will try to stay super concise. All right. I would say to echo some.
Yeah, look at this fellow and those crossbows.
Yeah.
What? It was a good thing.
Guys, come on. Please,
Just to echo somebody's statements here is that I think that the PS3 the PS VR kind of influence on the whole show was absolute shit. I think that PlayStation's conference as a whole was bloated and overlong. I mean, hell, could we have not put in some PSVR trailers instead of watching people play fucking instruments for like 15 minutes of showtime? Like, if I had to watch one more guy come out with a flute, I was going to leave that stream. But even The Last of Us, it was like 15 minutes long. We could have just gone straight to the killing. Like, I don't want to get into the SJWs type shit, but like, it was definitely bloated and overlong. And it would have been nice to see some PSVR presence. If you've got 80 million PS4s and you've got 2 million PSVRs, well, how do you sell to 78 million PS4 players? Well, then you've got to fucking show PSVR shit. Like, it's a no-brainer. But that being said, I would say that PlayStation VR's overall kind of showing at this E3 was actually better than last year's, except that Sony completely fucked up actually demoing that stuff. and showing, because let's just quickly look at it, not just at the show, but for 2018, just to quickly go. We've got that Ghost Giant game, and you've got Firewall, and you've got Star Child, and you've got the Persistence, and we've got Dreams, and we've got Astrobot. And the games just keep coming and coming. I mean, Air Combat, if it ever sees release, or Ace Combat, but just the amount of titles, and then Sariento, and then Invasion, and just all these games that we're probably going to see by the end of the year. It's a phenomenal showing, and it's Sony, what the fuck? I couldn't get over the fact that they had all these amazing games, and they showed jack shit. To the and then even Beat Saber and stuff, it's why is that not on stage? Instead of having some guy with a fucking flute, have some guy fucking playing Beat Saber.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyways.
That's actually a pretty good idea. I will
100%.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
should have the Beat Saber Derek. I agree there. I love Beat Saber.
Huge missed opportunity on Sony's part. But they had the ammunition. It's not like I came away from the show and going, wow, we got fuck all. Sony screwed us. PlayStation VR is turning into Vita. At first I thought that, but now post E3 and looking at the whole show, it's the games are fucking there. It's just they're just not pushing it. Who's in charge of their marketing?
Yeah,
Rant over.
They're counting on us to push it, guys. They're counting on us to push it.
Yeah, us free advertisers.
Same thing. Super underwhelming performance. This is underwhelming. As far as pushing PSVR, they didn't push it at all. They catered to us after the fact, and that's exactly what it was. So, like I said, there's 60 million, 80 million PlayStation VR owners, and they didn't try to sell a single console to any one of them. That's kind of the unfortunate side of it.
At, dude? Yeah. Sorry.
They're behind my head.
We talking Tetris?
Yeah, where's your mind at?
But that was still pre-E3. That was still pre-E3. The actual main.
Okay, we're talking
about still, the actual main E3, and then it's just they weren't trying to sell to anybody except everybody who already owns the headset. And it's just a step sideways, and like Shug said, they've got the ammunition, they just didn't pull the trigger. So
nope.
Okay. You done?
Iron blanks.
Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
I loved their E3. I thought it was really good. I thought The Last of Us 2 looked amazing. I thought Spider-Man looked great.
We're only supposed to talk about VR stuff.
No,
as for VR stuff, man. I'm just saying, as for VR
E3
stuff,
as a whole, no. E3 as a whole we're talking about.
No, because I would have been talking about Ghost of Tsushima forever.
Yeah, no, VR centric.
Yeah,
I feel like that game looks amazing, yeah.
But as VR, we were mega let down. But as you all said, there were so many games to play. I don't know why they left it for day 3. Why they didn't, like in Nintendo, cut straight to a treehouse thing straight afterwards. And everyone who watched E3 could have carried on then watching PSVR. I didn't really understand why we jumped to, okay, in 3 days' time, we'll get to see some PSVR games. To me, that was really poor. But yeah, like you said, they're counting on us lot. They want us to do the work for them. And we should. I was gutted about the negativity that happened. Everywhere people are saying PSVR was dead. It's not fucking dead. No way. Don't let Sony and their lack of commitment, almost, that's what it looked like to us. Yeah, man, we're there and we're doing it and we're working hard, and I thought that's what we had to do afterwards. We had to work harder to make sure everyone knows that there's so many games out there and we need to play them, and they're all coming, and PSVR is amazing. So,
yeah, it's awesome.
Last word.
I'm extremely disappointed overall with the PSVR stuff. We got some cool games coming. I'm excited for quite a few of them. But, I'm really bummed because I own a fucking Rift, too, and this is weird. I don't want that game that was released on that whatever it's called. I don't know.
Stillman?
It's called Buy. Yeah, that one. It looks amazing. That's a game that not only did the PSVR not come out with something big, something good, but neither did the fucking Vive, unless I missed something.
Sandberg's fault.
The Rift actually, with that one game alone, came out and crushed the Vive and the PSVR for the near future. They have the game. That's what they have. And that's not just a bang on PSVR, that's a bang on the Vive, too, which is saying something, because they don't have fucking shit.
You're not on Tetris for a while, though.
I'm sitting here going...
They still don't have Resident Evil 7.
Right?
Neither does the Vive. But
I know, they were supposed to, but they didn't get it.
Sony's exclusive city, baby.
Look,
on.
all I'm
finish.
saying is, as an owner of both, I'm sitting here bummed out that my Rift is getting something that I'm excited about, but not my PSVR, because I like to play here. This is where I want to be with you guys. Like, I don't want to be playing again my fucking Rift.
How many friends do you have on Rift? How many friends do you have on Rift? How many fucking friends do you have on Rift?
My only friend on the Rift
Frankie.
is
PSVR.
It's
Frank.
He's my only friend. No, the point is, fucking.
I'm just kidding.
We had nothing big. We had nothing that gets people excited, especially when Sony ignored it on the main presentation. We had nothing to get people excited to buy shit. You know, it sucks. I'm overall very unhappy right now. I'm not gonna swear. I'm not gonna fucking flip shit. Sony fucked us. They fucked us all. Overall.
I know.
Overall, as a whole. Honestly, what are we waiting for? A TBD release date on Firewall Zero?
You need to get laid, so.
Fucking.
No, they said
game.
very, 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 very.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but
I mean that's another disappointment. A lot of those games have got no dates.
I'm quite angry.
Yeah, I mean, this whole very, very, very soon shit is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is fucking stupid.
But I had so much fun watching it with my
literally
bud.
gave us zero freaking awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be excited. I mean, there's some cool shit coming out, and I'm not downplaying the
Most
cool
of it's
games.
all shit that we already knew.
Right, and that's where my disappointment comes in. It's like, I want more people in PSVR? I do. I
Do you know
really
what's
do.
so strange?
It's like,
more people.
why do people want to buy it right now? They didn't
What
fucking
had a
thing
child?
for the PSVR in this E3. Not a goddamn thing. They didn't. They fucked it up.
Yeah,
I think
man.
Sony's on fucking cruise control going into the next gen, and that's all they're cared about is making sure they stay on top until PS5 to face Xbox, and that's it.
They should have.
PSVR, we got to beat Xbox.
Sorry to jump in here.
Fuck PS. They should have. I don't think they said fuck PSVR.
They should have started that show. They should have lifted the curtain, and there should have been 4 versus 4 guys, all on PSVRs, all with aim controllers, all playing Firewall. And they should have had.
That's exactly yes.
And they should have had. And they should have had that like bam Firewall.
How many times did they do
Only on
that? How many times
PSVR.
did they fucking... Exactly. How many times did they do that with, like, when Star Trek came out? They showed all this fucking footage of people playing together in the same fucking room.
But they should have had that 4 versus 4 on stage playing Firewall, all working as teams with headsets and aims.
Yeah.
And there would have been gun games, shooters, fucking cell systems. And people would have been
there
there.
all in the middle too, and it would have been.
I agree.
You would have heard guys on stage come in their pants. You would have heard them say, "Oh, where can I get this?"
It's like Rainbow. It's like Rainbow Six in VR. Like
it is Rainbow Six, and I love Rainbow Six. Bring it on. Stupid Sony.
Yeah.
As a viewer,
I'm
I'm always searching out content.
They could have been
As
a
a viewer, I'm
contender.
always searching out. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So it's good getting different.
Oh my God, Seraphim, get
opinions.
out of my body! Jesus Christ!
I want to get
a terror. Seraphim has become a terror in the last 10 minutes. I want to tell you. I don't know what he's doing.
Let's just wrap this up for everybody.
I'm
Sorry, we
trying.
haven't had time to.
Jeez, oh my God, guys! I'm scared.
I'm embarrassing everyone.
Seraphim, just bear with me a second, man.
Seraphim, chill,
Destroy the
bro.
place. Seraphim. So, obviously, I think the next big event, there's 2 big events that we're going into, but they're going to be in September and October. That's going to be the Tokyo Game Show and the Paris Games Week. Let's hope Sony can knock it out of the park like they did in Paris, like last year. Obviously, hopefully, we're going to get a few games. Now, I'd like to do a round table maybe in a month or 2. A bit of news. A lot of you guys know Ray at Perp Games. He supplied games to some of us for
all you Europeans. Yeah, not the
Hey, Ray.
over here.
Ray's a good dude.
I know. Yeah, I talked to him a bunch. Yeah, he's good.
But they've given us games to give away to our fans and stuff. Paul knows
he gave me like 5, 10 codes for 2 different games.
Well, I was speaking to Ray today on email, and I actually asked him if he would be interested in coming on our next roundtable to discuss the trials and tribulations of being a publisher, actually publishing games for PlayStation VR, getting them out on the marketplace. And he said yes. he would be
cool.
extremely interested
Excellent.
to joining us on anything similar to Strange Games. So possibly what I'm thinking is I think the next big game that we're kind of hyped for is at the end of this month, Honor and Duty. D-Day beta.
The beta, yeah, the beta for Honor and Duty.
So what I'm thinking is once the beta's been done and shut down and we've all had a chance to play it and join up and try and shoot people in the back, and yes, I'm
Roundtable time.
Roundtable, and if we get both Strange Games and if we get both Perk Games to join us for two different viewpoints, we'll focus on those two guys, and then we can just chat shit like we normally do, but not for 3 hours. But,
Agreed. Sounds good.
You guys.
Wait, was it 3 hours this time?
2 hours.
It was like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, almost 2.
I just like that little
We'll
minute.
split the difference here. We're good.
It was a lot to talk about, guys. E3.
That's a
There's a lot of us as
I
well.
had
There's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of us.
fun.
I had to interrupt like all the time.
Thanks for that,
I really
man.
needed to.
See, I don't need the muzzle. All right.
There we go.
So I guess that's it, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
it.
guys so
Thanks
much.
for watching, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. I had to.
everybody.